Hey guys and gals, Dr. Nels here. Looking to provide some more content this week and the next few weeks in a series on business transitions and transition of leadership in business. And given my past experiences, I've had the pleasure of walking through business transitions a good number of times and witnessed some failures, some successes, some wins, some bad things, some great things. And in business, we see transitions in family businesses, in non-family businesses, and there's some really key points that I feel like I've noted over the years that are very powerful for us to think about as we look to transfer leadership and transfer or have succession in a business. So we're going to do a series here. The first part of this series is going to be on what I feel is the most important aspect of business transition. And sometimes this is possible and sometimes it's not, but it's what I call the transfer of trust. And when I say sometimes it's possible, sometimes it's not, sometimes in situations when a business may sell, leadership is gone and new leadership steps in, which is very difficult and typically can be very painful for those involved. Hopefully in most transitions, leadership transition occurs over time so that then we can have this transfer of trust over time. And what happens is oftentimes these things happen very quickly, too quickly. And as I work with my own partner, Dr. Ty, as I transfer trust and transfer leadership to him, he's been here 8 years and we've been transferring leadership opportunities and trust for over 4 years now. And these things don't happen overnight. So we as leaders must anticipate, prepare, design, architect a strategy on how do we prepare to make this transition go. Because again, it doesn't happen overnight. And how it truly begins is by subtle and individual activities that we allow to transfer trust, to build trust, to grow that trust so that we can continue to transfer more trust, transfer more responsibility. And again, most oftentimes what happens is we haven't done our homework. We haven't planned the transition. We haven't prepared for the transition. We haven't talked about the transition. We haven't slowly done this over time, and bam, the string is drawn, lines drawn, change, new leader today. And those things get very painful for those around you, those in the organization, those in the family, if it's family. And the best thing we can do as leaders in our family business or any organization is to plan for this. Don't make it a one-time event upon your death. Don't make it a one-time event when all of a sudden you're done leading, it's your baby now. It takes work, it takes preparation, and this transfer of trust is very powerful because it's not about me, it's not about you as the leader, it's about everyone else involved, so that when you are totally out of the equation, the organization runs like clockwork without you there. So that it runs like clockwork throughout the transition. And so this transfer of trust occurs over time. It's not a one-time event. It's a series of daily events, weekly events of communication. Hey, you're gonna be in charge of this. Hey, I'm gonna have you do this. You do that well, then we're gonna move to the next opportunity. And so I want you to think about this transition in leadership, transfer of business, transition, succession in business and organizations and families, whatnot. How do we look at it longer term, longer vision? And I realize it's hard to do because we're calling our own end, and that's not easy to do. And you can tell that person or the organization, hey, I'm trying, this is not easy for me to do. But think about this, transfer of trust. How's that gonna look for you guys, your operations, your organizations over time? If you got any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to help you. If you like this content, click here. We'll see you next time. Cheers, amigos.